today we are going to Erica's mom's house.
Yay!
Yeah. So we're going to visit her family for a little bit. We're taking our laundry with us.
Yes.
Cam is back there chilling. And then, yeah. And then a friend of ours who also lives out where her mom is, he's having a
housewarming.
A housewarming, that's what I'm trying to say. He's having a housewarming. So we're going to stop by there.
Yeah. He actually owns a Class A, but bought a house down here. So we'll see what he's got going on. Catch up with him a little bit.
Yeah.
So today we're going to be answering the fans' question. And that question is, what is the best part of the RV life, and what is the worst part of the RV life? You want to answer first?
The best part of the RV life? So for me, the best part of living in an RV is keeping your life to a minimum. It forces you to choose, do I really need that? Or can I live without it? And 9 times out of 10, you can live without all these material things that you might want. And then, of course, because you're able to live life, lighter, you can travel. You can pick up your house and go anywhere you want. And that's the best part about it. I love it.
And we adjusted to the minimalist life rather quickly. Like I always tell people, we don't even remember half of the stuff we gave away when we were moving out of our apartment. We had bags and bags of stuff that when it came down to the end, we just started giving away and donating it. We had a whole, come through and take what you want party.
Oh, and the funny part is, we had actually, when we were getting ready to sell all our stuff, this couple that we know, they had been traveling in an RV for like 7 years.
Yeah.
And they were moving into a house. And so they were coming by and they were like, we want that, we want that, we were like, take it.
Yeah.
So it was kind of funny how
cool.
the cycle of how that worked, right?
Yeah. For me, the best part of living in an RV is the traveling and being able to see all the new sceneries and not being tied down to one place. Because we don't always necessarily like where we live. And so if we don't like it, we can just get up and go and change the city.
Yeah.
And it forces us to actually go out and experience the city more. Because when you stay somewhere, a lot of the times you take it for granted. Like what your city has to offer and you don't see it. And then when you move away, you're like, man, I didn't even go do anything. I just went to work and went home. So it forces us to go out and see what's out there. Like we said in a previous video, we found a man-made beach in the middle of Georgia. There are a lot of different sites that Georgia has to offer. Like, I'm excited to go see the different state parks. And then people always ask, where are you going next? And I'm like, we don't know. We're just going to throw a dart and see where we land.
Yeah, we don't really have a plan. We know what we want to see in the country. We just don't know the order of things. And we're taking our time. We're not in any rush.
And that's the freedom that we have to be able to do that, because we take all of our belongings with us. So those are the best parts.
Yeah, for sure.
What's the worst for you?
The worst? There's a lot of little things that come with living in an RV that kind of like you get annoyed with from time to time. I would say, okay, the worst, if I had to sum it down to one thing, the worst thing would be the fact that it moves. So when I'm trying to sleep and Erica's wide awake, because we're on 2 different sleep schedules, I can feel everything she's doing and it wakes me up. So that's probably the worst part for me. How about you?
I can't help it. I'm a busybody.
She is. And she's a morning person. I'm not a morning person.
Not at all.
Don't wake me up before the sun is up. That doesn't make sense to me.
And I'm like, Carissa, come on. I have the whole day planned.
Yeah, and so she'll be up and I'm still asleep, and whatever she's doing in the living room or whatever, I can feel it in the bedroom. So
the worst part for me is the tear down and set up of the RV, because it's a lot of work, and we'll close
next moving day.
Yeah, to close the RV up, it takes a lot of work to make sure that, you know, nothing is stuck underneath the slides. They may break it. Putting up all the books and securing everything. You have to make sure that it's just really clean. At least we do before we close it up, because we try to have the least amount of surprises when we open it back up, because we have had a few from not securing everything, and decks of cards end up underneath the slide, and then that's just on the inside. Yeah, dominoes are a big issue, so make sure you always secure your dominoes. And that's, like I said, just the inside. The outside is a whole nother thing where you have to, you know, deal with the sewer lines and making sure that the RV is level, because if you aren't on level ground, or you don't get it as level as possible, it will move more than it does on a regular basis. So that's the worst for me. It's fun, but it sucks.
Yeah, that's a stressful day, is moving day, because you do have to close everything up, but there's all these things you have to do before you close it up.
It's a long checklist.
It's a long checklist, and if you forget one thing, you can damage the RV. And that could be, it could be expensive, it could be costly, all because you forgot one little thing. Like, you didn't sweep up the bedrooms or the kitchen or the living room before you close the slides, and now there's debris stuck under the rollers, and when you let the slides in or out, it scrapes the whole floor or something like that. We actually had that happen in the bedroom, where this speck of dirt, I guess it was a rock actually, it was a little pebble or something. I didn't catch it when I was sweeping up, and when we got to where we were going and we opened up the bedroom slide, that rock was caught right there underneath that slide, and it scraped part of our floor up. Luckily it's in an inconspicuous spot, you can't really see it, but...
And we'll do a video on all of the little things that we forgot to do that damage the RV. And it's just little simple stuff that you don't think about all the time. Like, the very first time that we injured the RV, I left a drawer slightly ajar, and it could have been horrendous, but luckily we heard the damage happening. But we'll do a video on all of that. And that was a great question.
Wait, bugs. That's probably my second worst. I had to get over my fear of spiders real quick.
She's a spider killer.
I kill all the spiders because this one won't do it. You always make me do it. So I have to get over that fear. I mean, spiders have been... I'm like, where do you come from?
That's one of the reasons that we recently had to move the RV within the same park, but to another spot, because we realized that we chose a spot that was just full of ants. Ant hills everywhere. And spiders. Yeah.
I had to kill them all, so that's why she doesn't know how bad the spider problem was in there. And it was related to the grass. The grass was just so tall.
Yeah, we'll show you all that.
No matter how many times we kept spraying it, we were fighting bugs.
So we'll tell you like how we remedied all of that, and it's been going pretty well
so far.
But the spiders are coming out. I don't know what it is. It was a great question. Don't forget to send us your questions. You can put them in the comments below. Girl, was that thing not recording? One thing about doing laundry, you see those shirts over there? Carissa's going to put them on hangers. In the RV, we like to hang things up and dry, so we had to make sure that we got a moisture capture to capture the moisture from just being in the air in the RV, because we like to hang our clothes up to dry. Orchestra. Bam!
Did it.
It's actually pretty awesome.